No muzzle entertainment.
Yo, once again, it's a new episode of the No Muzzle Podcast. This week we are de-noteless, but we got Shawn Smoke filling in.
Yes,
a lot
sir.
of you guys know and love Mr. Smoke, so...
No, it's a very intriguing aspect of my life right now, Mike Ross, to be here with you. Sitting here at the No Muzzle Podcast, co-hosting with you. It's crazy how life works, bro.
Yeah. I'm happy, yo. You're usually the guy behind the desk. I mean, I'm the guy behind the camera.
Yeah, usually. I like to be behind the scenes a lot, but that's my smoke screen visuals too. There's actually a new video coming out with Sando. Sando film's done. Me and Gordon Lloyd got one called Never Ever. And Sando, it's gonna be like a little mini movie, man. So.
Yeah, I actually fuck with Gordy too. He can sing. And me and Sando's next video is gonna be like a movie too. We're gonna shoot it for Ryder.
Well, I saw a sneak peek of one of the recent ones, and that was like a movie too.
Yeah, that's the. And it's funny though, because before they came along, like before me and Hush linked, I was telling my boy that I was trying to do more movie shit. So when me and Hush linked, we was on the same exact page. That's why when you hear my album, there's mad songs that are like movie shit. Because me and Hush,
you have to.
are very on the same. And that's
you
why
want to separate yourself from the others. You gotta step it up in some way.
Man.
You really do.
But speaking about all these entertainers this week, man, it's been a rough week for black male entertainers, man. Yo, you seen this R. Kelly shit?
Yeah, man. I'm not number one. I'm not surprised, really.
But how do you feel though? Are you like disgusted? Because I'm very conflicted about this.
I'm conflicted myself, dog, because they say they're willing, but at the same time, like within that willingness, they probably must have to abide to certain guidelines that they live by within this realm that they've put themselves in.
I'm not. See, but my issue is it's not even that. I'm conflicted because R. Kelly is like a known like pedophile, this and that. So he has all the young girls.
It's tough, yeah.
So I feel the way ethically.
I think it's because it's R. Kelly.
As far as me like judging him, I can't really judge him because they're all grown women, and then they say that they're not being held against their will. So that's why I'm conflicted. It's like it's gross.
The media can also portray it to you in a certain way that they want you to see it as. Yeah.
And then even that too, though, it's like, because even when, because the other day I asked my boy, because he was really mad about it, and I'm like, yo, would you be this upset if same scenario if this was Tyrese? And he was like, nah, but maybe I can't be that upset at R. Kelly, because if it was Tyrese, would niggas really care? If this was genuine, the same situation, and he said no. And even like two other girls I asked, I was like, yo, if this was Chris Brown, same scenario.
Chris Brown already got away, and then
he had a house full of women, and he had them. And they was like, "Yo, when dudes come in, they gotta stand face the corner, all this." Would you feel the same way? And she was like, "I mean, it's Chris Brown. Come on, dog."
See,
like so that's why.
If you have money, you have a way out. People are gonna want to side with you because they always think there's hope for them to get help from that person.
It ain't even just people like. It ain't even just the money thing. I think if people like you, there's a lot of people who don't have money that have gotten away with things. If people like you, I think it fucks with their judgment a little bit. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Because they know better, but they're not going to go with that feeling. They're going to go with what you said. They know better.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it is, man. I just feel like people like you, they just fucking...
You know what it makes me wonder about? And, like, with the OJ thing, too, he got off. Like, the juice is loose again. Like, good for him. Good for him.
I don't care either way.
I have nothing to say about it because I don't follow, really, but at the same time, it makes me wonder, because the way I think and operate, like, it makes me wonder, like, what are they trying to disguise now in the media? Because, like, they always try to put some shit up about whether it's, like, the Kardashians or, like, Kanye or whoever, Jay-Z and Beyonce. Then, when you realize all those things are happening, there's something going on behind the scenes, like, the president signing some kind of deal, like, there's always some real shit.
Bro, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm like 110% not that guy, yo. I used to be that guy, and that's why I have this tattoo right here. A lot of people don't know. This tattoo says Angels and Demons, and then if you flip it upside down, it says Angels and Demons again.
That's like some Montana F300 shit.
Because when I was like 21 or whatever, like my friends and stuff would tell you, I used to be very into the whole secret society, conspiracy. Yeah. I was super into the world is just super corrupt.
Freemasonry.
Yeah, and there's nothing we can do. It's hopeless. And then I read Malcolm X. I read the autobiography of Malcolm X. I never read it before that. Like, I saw the movie, and and like growing up or whatever, my grandparents were very into Black history, so I had to read like a lot of other books. Like.
Did you enjoy reading?
Oh yeah, dude, I fucking love reading. Yeah. Like even now, man, I'm actually starting another book on Monday called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. We're getting into that.
Right.
But yeah, so fucking yeah, I was talking to my grandparents about this damn, but I never really like got into like the Malcolm X book. Always like Martin Luther King better. But then I got older and I started to appreciate his message a little more. You know, just being a frustrated young black man. So I started following him, Huey Newton. So I read like a couple, like Huey, like if you look at my book, I got them all. I'll show you. So then I read the Malcolm X book. It just gave me like the realization, dude, Malcolm X can come from what he came from to do what he did. I could be a motherfucking rapper.
The only person that's gonna stop you is you.
Yeah,
that's really the truth.
So that's why I stopped reading all of that stuff, and I stopped like.
Because essentially what it is you're putting more energy and focus on that shit, which doesn't matter. You can't help it anyways.
Exactly.
So do you?
Exactly. Because even if it is real, what can you do about it from here? Exactly. You put yourself into position so that one day you can handle that shit.
Yes.
But if you just be miserable about it, there's nothing you can do. So that's when people be telling me these things, and I be like, yo, bro, I don't want to hear about that. They act like I'm this. But it's like, bro, I already read up on it. Now, but I can't do nothing about that. So I'm not going to dwell
Even though
on
there's
that.
more to learn about whatever, there's still nothing you can do.
Exactly.
So
I'm not going to dwell on that.
Move forward.
I'm gonna put myself into position.
You want to be the person that's being read about. You don't want to do the reading.
Exactly. I do want to do the reading, but I want to read about dead people though. I don't
Facts.
want to read about niggas who are doing shit now. I don't care about them.
No, Usher got a bad man.
I know, yo. Let it burn for real, huh? Allegedly. You can't say, you know.
He had to make he made a confession.
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm.
He said, he did?
Yes, through his doctor. Yes, I read the article yesterday. And
what?
Yeah, he paid a girl $1 million to keep it on the hush. And next thing you know, something happened now where he contracted it in like 2010, and she asked him because there was like a discharge coming from his private area, man, and she asked him if the disease was gone. He said it was something else than it actually was, and he said yes. So he knowingly, which is illegal in the state of California, what happened, he knowingly transmitted a STD to this girl. He got all messed up from that. Now what? Now I hear nothing but Usher. If I have the radio on in my car for like 2 seconds, which I never have it on, but like the last 3 days I had it on, and it was an Usher song every time.
Yeah, man. I don't know how I feel about the Usher thing either. I think that is fuck crazy. I think
no one can ever look at them the same now.
I mean, I don't really care he got herpes. It's more like,
dude, but they're doing this to black people, bro. Like, look at what they're doing. It's a list.
See, I can't say that because Usher kind of did it to himself, bro.
Okay,
especially if you normally gave somebody.
Well, yeah, but look at what it is now. It's R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, Usher. Like, there's always somebody who is like a squeaky clean image for so long.
Who? R. Kelly ain't had no squeaky clean image. Bro.
Usher and Bill Cosby.
Alright, but Bill Cosby shit wasn't squeaky clean either, because that stuff came out in the 90s that he was drugging girls and all of that. That stuff Ben came out, and he like buried it. And then it came out and buried him. So it's not like they just reached like, I mean, I'm not saying, you know, that maybe it ain't true or that it is true.
I mean, people are people though, like people do fucked up shit, but when you have money, they're gonna come at you. Especially hard.
Yeah, if you have money and if you get attention, absolutely. But that's another thing, though. I remember Myth Bleak said that in like an interview. He was saying, yo, I see a lot of y'all, he's saying you want to be Hov, you want to hit that #1 spot. He get a lot of attention with that #1 spot. Some of y'all been famous for like a year, and we find out all type of crazy shit. Imagine if you've been famous for 20-something, this and that. Like, and I made me think about it too. Like, that's how I told somebody in my last interview, they was like, you got any advice for young dudes coming up? And I was like, just make sure that this is what you really want. Because of that.
Well, once you make your mind up, it's a wrap. As soon as you put your focus on it.
Nah, you gotta really know that this is what you want, though.
Yeah, because then you can visualize that shit and make it happen.
Yeah, but it's a lot of sacrifices, too.
It's nothing but sacrifice. If you really want it. My belief, like I said, is the only people who don't make it are the people who stop trying. But then it's like, well, what's the definition of trying? Cause I know a lot of people who tell me that they're trying, but I don't really think that they're trying. Give me an example. I don't want to say nobody's name. All right. But I know, like, let's say you know somebody that's really good. Yep. And they are a very good rapper. Oh, no, we're going to get out of rap. So you know a really good basketball player. Sure. He's the shit. Mm-hmm. Busts his niggas' asses every park y'all go to, every tournament you go to. But he can't really get it right in, like, school. But he knows that that's part of the equation to be a basketball player. To be, like, a successful basketball player, part of the equation is to be good in school so you can go to the next level. Yeah. It's part, so is he really trying that hard? Or is he just going through the motions?
Exactly. When you know that's part of it, are you really trying that hard? Because even if you, because I had girls that used to do some of my homework in high school. So you gonna tell me, and I wasn't even popping like that. Like I was just kind of.
No, but you know how to get it in with certain ones.
But you gonna tell me a super popping nigga, he can't get some, like, come on, dog. There's ways around. So when I see somebody who's doing it, but then they're failing school, but he's the nicest nigga at the tournament.
Where is your focus?
Yeah, it's like, dog, come on, bro. What are you doing?
If you have a talent,
friends and shit.
Like, go own that shit. Don't strive to be somebody else. I was talking to some girl at my work yesterday. She was showing me a picture on her Instagram of Beyonce with her twins, and she's like, "Do you see her stomach? Like, she is so awesome." Like, blah blah. I'm like, yeah, it's a great picture, but like the problem is like everybody like will look at this picture. Like most females that look at these pictures nowadays will see this picture and want to be Beyonce instead of wanting to be themselves.
I mean, yeah, but I don't see no issue with somebody aspiring to want to be like somebody.
They want to aspire to be great, but like but it's been going on. It's not just with Beyonce. It's always with some kind of superstar.
Yeah, I don't see no issue with people like aspiring to be like. I think that's how a lot of people get ideas about who they want to be.
It is inspiring.
Because, you get sparked like an interest.
It's all in perspective, I guess, how you look at it.
Yeah, because some people don't idolize superstars. Some people idolize, their father. Yep. Like, I know a lot of dudes who were fucking welders because his dad was a welder. And I know a dude who's a mechanic because his granddad was a mechanic. And his dad, his uncle's a mechanic. You know what I mean? I can't really knock anybody for seeing somebody that they admire and trying to be like that person. Especially if you can, like, pull it off, you can be great. If somebody inspires you to be great, then I can't really be mad at that. You know what I mean? Like that's okay.
Sure. Like, I'm hip. Yeah. I guess I was being a hater yesterday, maybe. Maybe I was.
Fair enough.
Shit, that happens.
But well, at least you man enough, to be like, yo, I think I was being a hater.
Yeah, that does happen, man. Like,
fucking I was watching Undisputed yesterday, and they was talking about the Tony Romo thing or whatever, and it was like, if you ask Tom Brady's wife what it's like to be married to Tom Brady during football season. If you ask Peyton Manning's wife what it's like to be married to Peyton Manning during football season, they got horror stories.
I'm sure.
They got no great off season. They probably great husbands, but during the season, I bet they got horror stories. And that's what Shannon Sharp was saying. And he was like, if you ask Tony Romo's wife during the season, I bet she'd be like, nope, Tony be home with the kids on Monday through the week. He played with us. He eat cheese doodles and things. And I was like, and that's the difference between Tony Romo and Tom. Because Tony Romo got talent.
Sure.
If you just strip them down, no numbers, no nothing at the beginning of their career,
still a
whatever,
great player.
Like, he talented motherfucker.
Yep.
Talent for talent, you can put him in conversation with a lot of people. But he's not a great because of his work ethic. And that's why you telling people like, dog, do you really want it how you say you want it? When people tell me that, I be like, do you really want it?
What's holding you back? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta question yourself. Like, what is holding you back from wanting it? Only thing that's holding you back is your mind. There's obstacles that you gotta pass physically, sure, but that's life. Make it happen. Get past them. Everything, like, probably just relative anyways. The more money you make, the more money they take.
Self-reevaluation is mad important, man. That's why I don't be understanding certain people, like, people are judging the whole Kevin Hart with him cheating on his wife thing, but I know girls with side niggas who was making statuses about Kevin Hart. I know dudes with fucking side girls and this and that, and they all are criticizing Kevin Hart. Like, nigga, what?
Because they don't want to shine the light upon themselves. They can never look in the mirror.
Exactly. Self-evaluation is mad important.
It really is. You know what Kevin Gates said in an interview one time, and I know you have your feelings about Kevin Gates.
Oh, nah, I like Kevin Gates' music. I just don't care about it.
I think he's an intuitive person. I think he's a very intelligent person. But he was telling somebody in an interview where he was sitting in jail for a while, and he began to evaluate himself.
Yeah.
And, like, he became his own psychotherapist, his own therapist, in a way where he was like, how can somebody, this is what he questioned, and this is a good question. He's like, how can somebody else give me, like, a diagnosis on, like, and say there's a name for a way I act? He's like, how I am is how I am. He's like, so there may be tendencies that I have, but why is there I need somebody to tell me what's wrong with me? I know that if I get deep within myself, I can tell me what's wrong with me.
See, I feel you, and I agree with that to an extent, but at the same time, it's like if you go to the doctor and he be like, yo, you got AIDS, you're gonna be like, well, Doc, I look deep within me and I ain't see no motherfucking AIDS, my nigga. You know what I mean? Like, some people are, like, very versed in studies. So even that, like, I don't know. Like, I fuck with Kevin Gates and I understand what he was trying to say. But, like, I can't knock the psychologists either because I got family members who are, like,
there's some that are very helpful, bro.
And they help people, man.
Yeah. But regardless, the guy, like, it takes a while to find someone that, like, is good. And if you find one that's good, make it work.
But back to Kevin Hart, though. I think the only place that Kevin Hart fucked up at, my opinion, the only place he made a mistake at, was most dudes make a mistake. They get side chicks.
And now, keep them as chicks?
See, this is the situation. Like, if you have a girlfriend, now I learned this because I had a girlfriend who was, like, cool with me cheating, but not cool with me having other relationships.
Not getting emotionally attached?
Yeah. Exactly. She'd be cool with me banging a chick out there, show or whatever. Mm-hmm. She would even bang chicks with me sometimes.
I'm hip.
So, but you couldn't have side chicks. That's like the important thing. You can't catch feelings. Even like cheating is bad enough as it is. But even when you catch a woman cheating, a chick will bang some dude when she's in Hawaii on vacation by herself on that island, and she'll come back home and she'll love you forever. But she banged that dude in Hawaii, but you ain't never gonna know. She's not banging a nigga down the street. I know dudes who are banging their girl's coworker and then be shocked when she find out. Like, nigga, Kevin Hart had a whole extra chick. Kevin, you that rich, you just gotta buy a hooker, my nigga. If you gonna be cheating, just buy a hooker.
You know what my dad told me one time? He's like, instead of like being in some kind of toxic relationship or keeping these girls around and having to pay for them and blah blah blah, he's like, why don't you just buy a girl for a night and you can save the rest of your money and you don't have to deal with the drama. And you'll be good. Great.
I don't lie, dude. I never understood the whole buying prostitutes thing. I actually said that the other day. Until the other day when I got into like this crazy argument with like 3 chicks in a row, and I was only banging. Like I'm having sex with one person, so I was like the person I'm having sex with. I had an argument with her. Then I had an argument with like these other girls. Then I had an argument with like my roommate, and I was just like, dog, I understand why rich niggas buy hookers, so they don't have to deal with this shit. Like, dog, I was so motherfucking mad, bro. They just fucked up my whole day. And I was like, I get why these niggas just buy hookers now. I understand. Like, I never got it before, but I get it now.
You gotta see it from that perspective.
Me understand, bro. I never got it before that.
As long as you get it from that perspective, man.
So you saw the Meek Mill interview or whatever that he did on with Ebro? And he was talking about how he took an L to Drake. Just like personal stuff, but he didn't know about Safari being there. And he said he didn't plan on people attacking Safari. But the interesting thing, Meek has the same issue that I have. We're going to have a guest up here coming up in like a couple weeks, and he'll tell you, because he's like the dudes that be with Meek. Because Meek was like, you'll say something about me, and I may not take it that way. Even True last week was like, I may not take it, but I can't tell them how to feel.
Okay.
So they saw Safari and all the shit he had been talking about Meek. They was like, nah, my nigga. And that's like, even if you meet my boy for next week, when he come up here, well, not next week, but in 2 weeks, I come back from vacation. When he comes up, he'll tell you the same. Like, dude, I one time punched somebody in the face at the gym because we was playing basketball, and I fouled the kid. And
Hard.
he was, but it was like basketball or whatever. Yeah. And he was like, yo, what the fuck? And I was like, yo, my bad, it's hard fouling niggas ball, whatever, this and that. And he was like, nah, this, and I was like, what? And I just walked away. He kept talking shit, I guess. And then Lex just like walked over and was like, what? And he said something else, and it was like, boom. Yeah. And I was like, oh shit. Nice. Whenever somebody be talking, and it's the same shit with Safari.
Okay.
When people be talking, I can't tell my friends or my family how to feel. Just like me can't tell them how I feel. That's what he was saying in the thing. Like I
can respect that about me.
How to feel.
Even though me and you had an argument about Gates and Meek, and like I got the Gates side, you got the Meek side for the music. Like I can respect Meek as a person like that, like because he owns up to his shit.
Yeah, all the time.
Like I respect that about Meek a lot, and like the fact that he's just like he can no matter if he takes it out, he keeps it going. Like he just keeps it moving. Like, and I respect that about him, man.
And
like
he said that too, and he was like, I can't stop going because there's people that I look up to.
Mm-hmm. I respect that a lot about me.
So y'all saying I took an L. How would I look if I walked away with y'all saying I took an L?
Then how would really takes an L.
Walking away to all the kids that look up to me. You know what I mean? I was like, dog, but I'm a Meek Mill fan. I fuck with Meek heavy. So I'm like a big, like...
There's a new project, though, right?
Yeah.
What is it called?
Came out yesterday. Wins and losses. I
Right.
watched the movies and shit. I haven't
What
heard
did he
the
do?
whole
Little
album
mini
yet,
movie, like
so I was
8-minute like videos or some shit.
Yeah, like 6
like
minutes.
Kendrick
on
and Kevin
YouTube.
Gates have done.
Yeah, but his was a little deeper. I'm not gonna front. I'm not. It's kind of fire.
Is it? Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
it's at
doubt
some
that.
point. But yo, Meek is actually a very good storytelling rapper. People don't tell but Tony's story is one of the best like story raps I've heard in a long time.
See, I
Like,
wish I
Meek
knew
gets
more
busy.
Meek so I could discuss Meek with you. Like, I feel like there's an artist that we gotta like talk about that we both know a lot about. Like that.
Oh yeah,
It's
nah,
dope.
eventually. I mean, yo, but I haven't heard his new album yet because I've listened to Tigers.
Do you have
Bitch on
Tidal?
the shit too.
Do you use it?
Yeah, I have Tidal.
They
Oh,
just like
I got all of
revamped
them.
their shit. It looks just like Spotify now. But it's I think Tidal's the shit. I think Tidal's where it's at, honestly. But
I mean, my favorite one is Apple Music. But as an artist,
I
my
haven't
favorite.
used that even as an iPhone and Apple MacBook user.
I mean, yo, but I have all of them. Though. I have Spotify, I have Tidal, I have Apple Music, I have Pandora, I have all of them. I have everything but Google Play, for obvious reasons. But my
Google
favorite
Play.
is Apple Music as a listener. But as an artist, my favorite is Pandora because the more followers and streams I get, they play me on bigger artists' radios.
Word.
Stations.
Didn't I see a screenshot of like Hush took a screenshot of like Mike Ross and then it said related artists like who were the related you remember who were the related artists on the Mike Ross thing? They were like,
It was like
Future and like or Amigos or some shit. I was like, what?
nah,
Probably because the Atlantic connection. Maybe.
that and I. If you listen to me, though, I don't rap like other dudes around here.
No, that's
And
that's why I
that was
like
the
your music,
biggest,
bro.
like-
You have a sound. That's the key. I think is people create it. Today in music. My opinion is like it's just like wrestling, where like you have to be an extension of yourself to be successful.
Exactly.
Like an exaggerated version of like your truest self. And like if you do that the right way, you'll succeed.
Exactly.
That's it.
And even just it's that the acting thing. You know, you gotta be yourself. And I just feel like the thing people fuck up is they all try to sound the same. And back in the day when I was growing up, though, people sold the most albums because they sounded different.
That was it. Everyone had the dude. Look at that. Outkast. All right. Arrested Development from Tennessee. They had fucking Pastor Troy.
Lauryn Hill,
Trick
Jay-Z,
Daddy, man.
Missy Elliott, all these people sounded
Luda.
different. Yeah, nobody. And I think so. That's why like
Swisher House. DJ Michael Watts 5000.
you hear like a dude who doesn't listen to like Lil Uzi all the time or like 21 Savage, like they'll say some shit like, oh, who's this? 2021 Savage or Quavo or I mean, they'll just start
Because they
naming
all
the
sound
people.
the same.
They don't sound the same. But they have like similar fat flows or whatever. People who you know like they'll be like, yo, is this? I mean, plus I know mad rappers from here that all sound like Future. So that's another thing.
That's a
too.
bad
like,
look.
Like, dude, why would I listen to a nigga that sound like Future
When I can listen
when
to
I can
Future?
listen to Future? Why the fuck would I drink RC Cola if I can afford Pepsi? That don't make no sense. Like,
Doesn't
nah,
matter
I'm
to
trying
me.
to tell niggas that, like, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. When I was at the show the other night, and I was telling you this earlier, man. Like when I was at the show the other night, I was getting frustrated because like the music I was hearing wasn't about the people on stage at points. Like I don't even know who it was. I didn't pay attention to that. I was listening to what was coming out of the speakers, and all I could hear in my mind was a lot of copycat shit, with the exception of a few who you probably know who you are, and like the ones who have their own sound are the ones that I fuck with.
Yeah, nah, same here. Those are the ones I gravitate to, because I feel like you're supposed to.
Well, I'm supposed to do a photography gig tonight at 7.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's right in Quincy. Free food,
Alright,
free dinner,
alright.
free drinks, money. Take nice photos. Holla at me for those. Hey, I got these for sale too.
Go screen visuals, people.
Just
See?
like the Mike Ross shirt, and we got the No Muzzle Podcast shirts. Those are dope. Those
Yeah,
are.
I
I'm getting one of them.
one of those next week. People,
I don't know what color I want though. There's so many colors to pick from.
Dude, that's my favorite. Yo, people be hitting me up about. They be like, yo, I love like the fucking selection that you have.
Yeah,
You
it's
pick
mad
the colors,
variety,
the
dude.
different. Yeah, and even now, like the logos, but we've been switching it up. You know, I have like the smaller logo on the side of a couple, and I got a smaller Mike Ross logo on one of them, and I have like the No Muzzle ENT big logo like on the back, and I'm about to drop that one. I got another one that got the big No Muzzle think like, dog, yo,
There's
this is
mad.
fire over here.
It's
It's
man.
fire.
The movement is real.
And plus, the Mike's Girl, those shirts are gonna be coming out soon too. Yeah, Mike's Girl. I actually drew up that whole logo and stuff myself.
So what is that exactly?
That's gonna be my like line for the women.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah, cause right now
You need that.
Yeah, cause right now we have the the whole like no muzzle shirts, and people can get all of those and the bandanas and the mouse pads.
Everything.
But I don't have anything like specifically that women can get themselves. Because I have like like girl Mike Ross shirts in this.
You can do a lot though.
But I've had women, because like right now, all I have so far is like girls who bought the shirts or whatever. Like I have a bunch of pictures and stuff from women who got the shirts. Yeah, so I was just thinking, why not go ahead and give them something that they could really like rock and enjoy. And I asked a couple girls about the logo, and they fucked with it.
Females are the most important part of like having like a musical demographic in this field. Like females purchase a lot more merchandise. It's the truth.
Oh yeah, no, of course they purchase the merchandise and the music, and plus, if you have a bunch of girls come to your show, dudes will come to your show just because girls are there.
Yep.
So yeah,
it was popping at your birthday the other night, bro.
I know it was a good night. That shit was fire. It was a good night, man. Yeah, that birthday shit was fire. Man, that was. And shouts out to Mashari coming out, looking all delicious.
Hi.
And
it was nice to meet you again.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And actually, I got a birthday party I gotta go to later after I leave Hush's. I'm gonna take an Uber there. I gotta go to fucking Roxbury tonight for my homegirls' birthday.
What part of Roxbury?
I forget exactly.
JP?
I'm not gonna say exact. Like,
cause I don't know. I just know JP got mad construction going on, so it's crazy.
Nah, I'm not gonna. I am Mike Ross. I can't be not where I've been going.
I've been telling myself I'm gonna go to the beach lately, bro, but I've had no time.
Yeah,
I just want to go to the beach with headphones, smoke a little bit of that.
But you saw the fucking Tiger interview?
Yeah, I was gonna text you some shit. I don't know when I heard it. I was on the way to work. It was in the morning time, bro. And Charlotte made me crack up, dude. Like,
he's coming at Tiger.
He's like, don't you got an album coming out? He's like, yeah, I got 16 tracks on it. He's like, what you think it should be 18? Because he was clowning him for all the Kylie shit.
Yo, and it was funny though because it took me a minute to get that joke. I was mad how I was watching it, so I didn't get it for like a couple seconds. And then when I got it, dude, I was dying. I'm like, yo, Charlamagne is so ignorant, bro. How you say
he
that
was
to
going in on him, dude, but like respectfully. But Tiger takes it. Tiger owns up to his shit too.
Yeah, yo, I fuck with Tiger, man. I like the fact that he owns all his shit. He never runs from nothing.
He does own his shit. Even about the underage shit like that. They were calling him a pedophile, bro. Like, that's some serious shit to be calling a man that.
Though, dog, I can't be, because in other states, the legal age was like 16 or whatever.
Right.
So I can't be like, differences. You know what I mean? And plus, Kylie didn't look like a kid. Like, if he was fucking, like, or if he had, like, a thing, and they said he was trying to bang a chick who was 17, and we saw her, and she looked like 11, I'll be like, this fucking sicko, pervert bastard.
Of course, dude.
But Kylie was looking like a grown, like, people act like she wasn't bad as a motherfucker. As soon as she turned 18,
everyone was dying for her to turn 18, dude.
Exactly.
No one could wait. Everybody wanted to fast forward time for Kylie to be 18.
I think that the dudes who was bashing Tiger was all secretly haters, and they was mad that they didn't have Kylie. That's why they was like, you pedophile motherfucker. And the girls was just like, and I think the girls was upset. The girls who was bashing was all older chicks, I know. I think they was upset because they're like, we can't have these niggas out here dating these young chicks. Fuck that shit. Like, this is bullshit.
They make it like that. Yeah, we saying that before.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that. Yo.
Dude, but I don't even think it's bad, though. Like, even...
Dude, the world is just changing. People are having a hard time accepting it. Yeah. That's the bottom line.
I think older women can date younger dudes if they want. Because when I was younger, when I was 17, I was messing with this woman that was 27.
Dude, like, I got head from, like, a 40-year-old chick when I was, like, just turned 21 and at a bar. And, like, I was, like, feeling like the man. Because I'm like, yo, this can happen all the time. Easy. Yeah. And, like, I was like, whoa.
Dog, I'm not against old ladies getting their rocks off. So why can't these old niggas get their rocks off?
It's the same thing.
Stop hating on R. Kelly, man.
It's like racism, sexism, all this isms. It's all the isms. The isms, kid. Yeah, fuck the isms.
People be telling me that I'm mad closed-minded and this and that. I'd be like, bro, I think I might be the most open-minded.
I didn't know you were at first, bro. And I was a hater.
I mean, it happens.
I didn't really like you.
A lot of people say
Because I didn't think you did. I was like, he don't fuck with me. I'm like, why though? Like, why? Like, I thought, I'm like, why is he like that?
I didn't even know you, bro.
No, I know, but like, what your vibe was very cut off to everybody you didn't know. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so like when I met you, you were like, yeah, like just shut off. But then we started coming around to the same shit more, and like we got to know each other.
But I'm.
But what I'm trying to say is, you are a real mother. You are an open-minded dude, bro. Like you don't, you see things in the bigger picture. Like that's what is cool about you. Like you get it.
I mean, thank you. I actually got all of that though from my grandma. That's why people be like, when I have like a young black friend and they be trying to get me to be mad, they was like, you don't fuck with Umar Johnson and whatever. I'm like, I don't fuck with none of that shit because, dog, my grandmother, like, she marched. You know, she was like 15 or whatever. She marched with Dr. King.
That's dope, dude.
And she didn't even tell us this. Her sisters and shit told us this. That's how you know it's true. You know what I mean? She never bragged about this.
Yeah.
She never brought this up to me. Like, her sisters and shit was bragging about how they all went to Georgia and they marched with Dr. King. And she was like, yeah, you know, we was young, this and that. And then they also saw Malcolm speak.
That's so ill, dude.
Like, dog, like, my grandparents were both Panthers at one point. Like, dog, like they were very active. So, and they saw all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, my grandmother will tell me that it's better than it's ever been to be an American right now. And I have no reason to be mad at anybody for other shit.
People want to find a reason to be mad.
Exactly.
I feel like, you know.
So, and that's why I be telling people, like, my grandma who fought on the front lines be telling me that I don't have to feel a certain way. I don't have to be mad at white people. I don't have to be mad at rich people. I can just be myself, accept
Just
people
live,
who they
bro.
are.
Just live.
Exactly. And she was on the front line fighting. So I'm gonna listen to somebody who never had a real fight, who never really fought far from. Just because you can type on Twitter, I'm supposed to believe you.
Nope.
Like, I
you
hate
gotta
when
check
people
my
be trying
next
to judge
name.
me, man.
Oh
That shit
shit.
does be
I'm
killing
about
me.
to take you serious.
Yeah, that shit do be irking me.
Man,
I'm not gonna front.
That's too bad, bro.
And but it does make me laugh too a little bit.
You know how you said you have that lineage? You know what's weird about me? My grandma, my nana, my dad's mom, told me when I was in 6th or 7th grade that my great-great-grandfather, which would be her grandfather, was the emperor of Austria, and his name was Franz Joseph. And he had like a son, Franz Ferdinand, and they were the rulers of Austria, and they had an empire. And then like before World War I began, their like civilization overthrew the empire and beheaded Franz Joseph. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. I didn't really know what to think. I told my teachers and everything, they didn't believe me. And then I went to the fucking encyclopedia in the library because we didn't have like online back then too much. And I looked at the picture of the guy, and it was like a painted portrait, and like it looked like a spitting image of my father at the same age. And I was like, yo, that shit's real as fuck. So like if I went to Austria, I wonder if I'd be loved or hated. Probably wouldn't even matter. But it's kind of dope to think about, you know, like that's kind of ill. Like, hey.
No, but like past like my great grandmother said, I don't really know much of that history, you know, because like my family, they're not really like, you know, like some black people are like, oh, I'm from such and such island. Like, like my family is from Georgia. Like Georgia. And if you see like, if you ever meet like my grandma, my brothers, my sisters, my mother, my little brother could pass for your little brother.
Word?
Yeah. Like they're very like, very like,
okay.
Like, I'm watching. I got a kid, man. Like my sister when she was younger, people used to ask me was she mixed or she does because you know from Georgia or whatever. Like, that's like it's very rich slave, you know, heritage. But plus we're not from like Atlanta, Georgia.
Where is it exactly?
Like we're from this little small town called Americus. It's like a real country town. There's farms and so you can imagine what type of place it was. You know what I mean? So that's when I look at like my brothers and my sisters and shit. You know, we laugh about it, but I don't really know much about like my family, like heritage past, like my great grandmother.
Me neither, really.
I just figured we were slaves. So that's my sister right there now.
Yeah, very light. That's like my niece. She's mixed.
Yeah, everybody. And you know,
that's gonna be like the new race in like 50 years.
And plus, she has fucking red hair, like her.
That's great. Yeah,
and it's like natural. Like my sister has red hair. If you ever meet her, like her shit is like really red, and it's not weave. That's like really hair. Her fucking hair, dude.
That's dope, dude. Hey, shout out to your sister.
Like,
same mom and dad? Or
nah,
obviously
mom,
not.
Yeah, nah, that's the thing. I'm actually the only kid between my mother and father. My stepdad was mad cool, but like, but my dad and my mom fucking cheated, and basically I was the product of infidelity. Yeah, man. You know, I was one of those. I cheated, they cheated. But yo, my bad too, man. I'm like low energy this week. I've been fucking prepping for this vacation all week.
Though?
You know,
We're here. We're not gonna stop doing it just because life presents obstacles, man.
It ain't. Yo, I'm not even complaining. I'm just, you know, this week has been long for me. I'm fucking planning a vacation, working out. I had to celebrate my birthday. I'm actually leaving.
Happy
on
birthday!
Wednesday.
Happy belated birthday!
Thank you, bro.
By the way,
thank you. I appreciate that, my G. All day.
Winning is a given, you know.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
real.
man. That's why I mean. So this week been mad long for me. Yo, so next week I ain't gonna be here. I'm gonna be on vacation. I ain't telling y'all where I'm going, but I'm gonna be somewhere private. My phone gonna be off. She ain't gonna see no social media, no nothing. I'm gonna drop the podcast and I'm just gonna disappear. So yeah, I can't wait to leave.
At least you work when you're away.
I always work on vacations. This time I'm not gonna work. I'm actually like,
take a break.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sit at the fucking water, kick my feet up, and smoke some weed. I might even do some mushrooms for the first time, man. I'm on vacation. Why not? You know.
That would be a beautiful experience.
Now, I'm not saying do drugs all the time, but I'm on vacation. I might fuck around with some mushrooms, man. I've been thinking about it for like a couple months now. I'm gonna go ahead and.
That'd be ill. I would like that. I mean, I know that I just need to figure out the days that I'm gonna take off.
Yeah, I really think too that you should go somewhere, man. I have a homegirl. She flies out like every other week. She just be going places.
My sister wanted me to go to Denver today to help her move, and like she's like, if you got a friend with like a buddy pass or something, let me know. So if you got a buddy pass, like holla at me, buddy.
I got a long day of recording. When I leave here, I go to fucking Hushes and.
So like, yo, what was like the music that like you grew up on, bro? Like who were your like 3 favorites that like not like favorite artists best like, but like the most influential on your sound?
Like my personal favorite rappers?
The ones who you think influence your sound the most.
Well, Hove, obviously. I listen to Jay-Z every day. So, yeah, Hove definitely influences a lot of how I approach the songs.
Right.
He actually is a big reason why I put together the album, the way I put it together. I fucking, because the song has like this album has like a lot of bangers on this new album coming up.
Alright.
And I was like, yo, I gotta put some food in there. I ain't really dropping no knowledge. And then I heard 444, and I was like, I definitely gotta put, you know what I mean? So the songs we're doing today is all a little more the meat of the album. But it's definitely like a lot of bangers. And Hove's the reason I always put the meat in the album. It's because of Hove. So, yeah, Jay, fucking, I'll probably go with Joe Budden. A lot of people would not think Joe Budden. Kanye West, man, most likely.
I love Kanye.
Either be Kanye mixed with, you know, Drake, throw them in there together. Kanye and Drake. But yeah, those are like the dudes for me. I think really help mold the guy that you hear today. I mean, so. I
like how you're evolving as an artist.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Listen.
Everybody's texting me today, too.
My phone's blowing up, too.
Right?
I don't get it.
Popping when I'm the most busiest. It's when everybody want to talk.
And then when there's nothing going on, nobody's talking. It's one or the other.
I know, right? Dude,
it's just like with girls. Like when it rains, it pours, or there's a drought.
Right. Oh my God, I'm not in drought, like, for real. And it's crazy, yo. A couple months ago, I was, like, beating chicks off with a stick. Like, man.
Yeah, it happens like that.
Man, I can't get laid to save my life. It's terrible.
I
know. Let me. Yeah.
You can get it in, man. Go to the beach and just be Mike Ross, man.
I'm Woo!
Ric Flair?
Hey.
Are you the nature boy?
Nah, yo. Fucking Loudspeakers Network and the Brilliant Idiots just retweeted me, man. I fucking, the other day, I tweeted at Charlamagne. I was like, yo.
You see that guy right there? Word.
Yo, because Charlamagne is always, like, putting me on the books, yo. Because, like, I love books or whatever. And he likes, like, the same taste in books I like. Because I was reading
He said, woo!
Yeah, I'm a big Charlamagne fan, yo.
I know.
I was reading the Outliers, and I heard him talking about it. And then recently he was talking about the subtle art of not giving a fuck. I mean, so I was looking up the book, and I was reading about it. I'm like, damn, I'm about to fuck with this. So I tweeted at him. I'm like, yo. The amount of books that see the God has put me on to is ridiculous. You got Miss Winfrey Book Club potential. Hashtag Brilliant Idiots, and I did like the Black Fist.
Nice, dude.
So man.
Man.
That's up to them, yo.
That's what's up.
Great,
hey, shout out to Mike Ross for doing his thing, man. Because he gets it.
Yeah, honestly,
you get it.
I just feel like every day should be about making yourself a little better, man. You should be making yourself better instead of doing this shit that fucking...
Stop watching TV and wasting your time.
Yo, my timeline shouldn't be filled with Usher's herpes, my nigga. It should not be such a hot topic.
It should just be...
Because I know people with herpes and they ain't talking about their own goddamn herpes. Talking about Usher's herpes. Like, nigga, you burnt too.
Yeah. You want to do that? Go right ahead. People know that, like, lots of things go on, but they won't talk about them on the surface. Like, unless they're behind closed doors. Like, that's the weird shit about people.
I think that's whack, though. Because I don't even want to be that rapper that has, like, the illusion pulled over him and people think I'm, like, a certain way, then they meet me, I'm not. I want people to know that I'm this guy all the time. So that way when you bump into me, ain't no surprises. I don't want you to be like, yo, I thought Mike Ross was like... Yo, because I've met rappers. Yeah. And that's why when people call me a hater or whatever, because like True in them, like the dude that's here last week, he'll tell you, yo, mad rappers he'll bring up to me, and I'll be like, yo, I don't fuck with him like that. And he'll be like, don't you be hating? I'll be like, nah, bro, I know this nigga, and he's not what them songs say. You like them songs, and you think he's them songs. I know that nigga, and he is not those songs.
Yeah, so you can't fuck with it.
Yeah, like, and that's why I be telling, like, I'm not a hater, because his music is alright. I just know that ain't him, so I can't fuck with that shit. Like, I know the nigga. You don't know him, bro.
That's too bad.
Yeah, and that's, you know what I mean? That's
Trill said the same thing. He said he heard a song about a guy talking about Beamers and Benzes and all that shit, and he pulled up in a fucking Honda Civic or some shit.
Yeah, yo, that shit changed the way niggas even listen to your music, bro. I'm telling you.
Your whole perception is fucking clouded.
I'm telling you all the time, be you, man, because... Yo, if somebody meets you and you putting up a front, they ain't gonna fuck with you. They gonna be like, yo, why am I fucking with this nigga? Yo, speaking of niggas who themselves that sing their music, you saw this fucking 21 Savage interview?
Which one?
Both of them shits was fire. The Breakfast Club and the one on Everyday Struggle.
I watched the Breakfast Club snippet. I watched one snippet. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Bro, you gotta watch them shit.
Yeah.
Yo, 21 Savage is that nigga, bro.
He is. He's grown on me as like a character. Like,
hey, he's fucking good, man.
But
I
then
fuck with Young 21.
The Needle Drop guy, Anthony Fantano, the internet's busiest music nerd, did a review, and I respect his reviews a lot. He's very detailed in his album reviews. He does all kinds of music, but he specializes really in a lot of hip hop. He did one on 21 Savage, It's an Album, and he was talking about how, you know, he has like a tone, a single talking tone, and like that there is no anything else to his music besides the beats and the mumbling that he's doing, because he's not really even rapping. That's what he said, and I kind of agree. But there's also songs that I can bump, but it's mostly because the production's dope and like the mixing is dope.
The thing with 21, look, I'm gonna tell you like this: 21 Savage is like Plies to me. They're not...
In a way. I think more like G Herbo, more Plies-ish.
No, I think all these young dudes now are like Plies to me. I'm not like...
Well, because it's all real out there.
It's because I love Plies' music.
Me too.
And Plies is not like the most lyrical dude.
But a lot of the people from the street that I know love Plies, bro.
Because we like what he's saying, though.
Because it's real.
And that's the same thing with 21 Savage. He's not here to be Eminem. He's telling his story.
Savage.
Yeah. He's telling his story, and when you hear it, you believe him. And that's what makes the song sound like, shit, I fuck with this.
Yeah.
Because you know that's him. That's really, you know what I mean?
Yep,
and that's why, dog, yo, 21 Savage ain't never got to come on the track and spaz like Jay-Z to me. I love the kid. I'm listening to it. I haven't yet, though. I mean, like I said, I've been bumping Tiger. I actually fuck with the Tiger album.
He had jams, dude.
Yeah, Tiger was alright. You know, so that's what you know what I mean? So I've been bumping the Tiger album, but I haven't got around to Issa yet. And I haven't bumped Meek. But I'm going to bump Meek next, because you know how I feel about Meek now. So I'm bumping Meek next. I'm gonna pull up my title recent list and just see what the fuck I've been listening to, because I go through like the most weird random phases of music listening.
Like sometimes I feel like I'm in a West Coast mood. I'll put on like Ice Cube. All right, so I got Yellow Wolf. Actually, I've been listening to Yellow Wolf lately. Nah, the newer stuff is like it sounds nice. Currency. I looked up Crank Lucas last night because I watched some of his videos and I was looking for some of his beats. Then I got I got Daylight because I was maybe shooting a video for him today with Sando. Maybe still. I got Cousin Stiz, 2 Chainz because his new album, Pretty Girls Like Trap Music. Riverdale Road, they got like mad good beats on there, and I think that was like a good album for 2 Chainz actually. If you got the time, I suggest you peep it because you'd enjoy it.
Oh yeah, the 2 Chainz album? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, it was fire. Pretty Girls Like Trap. Oh, I forgot to talk about that shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
fuck
man.
The 2 Chainz album. That shit was blazing.
I agree. Montana of 300. Is They Wildin' With Us? It's a Busta Rhymes and a Mystical track from like 98, which is fucking crazy, and I still haven't figured out who produced it because I haven't bothered to look out. And then Method Man and Redman, the Blackout 2 album, because I prefer that over the first one. And then I got Gucci Mane, No Smoke. Why you flexing, boy? Yeah, I don't want no smoke.
Dude, you've been listening to all type of shit.
Schoolboy Q, Joyner, and Juicy J.
Yeah, that's way more thorough list than my shit. I've been listening to R. Kelly. I have listened to R. Kelly. That's what made it funny when the story came out.
You were already listening to him?
Yeah, cause I was already listening to him. I was listening to fucking, when it came out, I remember when I first started reading the story. Mm-hmm. I wasn't listening to I Wish. I had just finished listening to I Wish. And I think I was listening to When a Woman's Fed Up. And I was on fucking Twitter, and I saw it. I'm like, damn, R. Kelly got a sex code? I was like, let me read into this shit. And I read this shit. I'm like, well, at least they all over 18. I guess, fuck it. Damn. And the girl said she wasn't being held against her will, so I was double like, fuck it.
What happens when that happens? You can't do anything. You gotta live with it. That's the girl's choice.
Yeah.
She wants to be a freak.
I mean, I'm not, probably, yeah, most likely.
She wants to be a freak.
She has to be a freak. Because R. Kelly is the originator of P. Come P.
Come on, man. Trapped in the closet, peeing on. I mean, I've done that.
You know what's crazy, though, bro? Like, a lot of my friends who be telling me about this, they be like, R. Kelly's super pedophile, this and that. They be like, stuff. They never even saw the tapes.
Right.
I saw the tapes.
They're going off hearsay.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yo, I had an argument with my boy the other day. He's like, yo, the fucking tapes. I'm like, my nigga, I saw the tapes. There was one young girl in the series, the tapes, the first. So I was like, fucking, I was like, yeah, nah, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, the R. Kelly shit.
Yep.
Damn, dog, I'm high. What was he talking about?
How R. Kelly was the creator of the freak urination game.
Oh, yeah. Yo, yeah, so my boy was arguing about the R. Kelly shit, and he's like, it's wrong, and I'm like, bro, I saw the tapes. All of those, like, a lot of those was grown women. There was one girl in the series that came out the first time, and the second time it was more girls, whatever, but there was still women mixed in. So it wasn't like he was just banging a bunch of young chicks. Like, he was banging mad girls. Yeah. He was piping everybody. That was the tape. I saw the tapes.
He gave that shit to everybody.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The tapes came out. When the tapes came out, I was like 14, my nigga. So I watched the R. Kelly sex tape when it came out. I'm a fucking kid. I also watched him fucking put the girl in the chair and he willed it out and he was pulling her back and putting his tongue in her butt. I was like, yo, R. Kelly.
He gets down, huh?
Yeah, R. Kelly's a freak.
He gets down. He gets down.
Then he came on the chick's face, peed on her face, and then came on her face again. I was like, this nigga's a beast. And then he was like, let it drip. Like, nigga.
Wow, let it drip? Get out of town, Mike Ross.
That's why when I was arguing with the nigga, I'm like, bro, you even see the tapes?
Yo.
He was like, nah. I'm like, exactly. Shut the fuck up then. I seen it when they came out.
God damn, dude.
That shit was all over the hood, nigga.
That's too bad.
Me and all my friends was watching that shit, nigga. I remember when it came out because we skipped school and we went to my boy's crib to go watch the shit. And we was all watching the R. Kelly sex tape.
Yo, I got a funny story I remember. Remember I was telling you earlier about how I used to be friends with Shade Shice, the West Coast rapper who had a song called Where You Want to Be with Nate Dogg and Corrupt. So I became friends with him, right? And I told him a story. But through him, wait, what the fuck was I about to say, bro? Hold on. I wasn't about to tell you the story I just told you. It was about fucking, why am I blanking? Wait, let me remember. What was I saying?
So you talking about Shade Shice, but, and that's like what we...
Yeah, it led to something. I'm trying to remember what it led to.
You know what it was? You smoke too much. So, I mean, but I'm ready to wrap it up, though, because Hush is hitting me up. He's ready for me to Hello. Alright, yes, we're gonna wrap it up this week. Once again, if you fucked with us, holla at us. If you didn't fuck with us, holla at us and let us know why.
Yo, get involved, man. Get involved.
And don't be so angry either when you hit us up.
Do yourself a favor and live your life.
is a dick, but you don't have to tell me D-Note. You can hit D-Note up and tell him he's a dick. That'd actually be a whole lot funnier if you tell him instead of me. But anyway.
Yo, Hush got him the other night.
Hush.
He said he's the community punching bag, but he takes it like a champ. He really does. I got nothing but love for D-Note. So if you fuck with D-Note, you fuck with everybody. I feel like. Unless D-Note is just an idiot.
We're out. Just wrap it up, though.
So, hey, guys. Peace out, man.
Alright, we out, yo. No Muzzle Pawdcast, episode whatever. That's
13. This is number 13.
Oh.
That's, today's say.
Alright, we out.